Well, hey folks, so I wanted to give like a half-yearly review on Cubbies, tell you where we're at, tell you what's coming in, tell you the problems we've been having. So yeah, let's get right into it. So we've got in stock, we're low on stock in the US right now, and the shipment that's coming in, it should have actually already been here by now, but we've had congestion issues and production delays, which has delayed it by about 2 months. So the next shipment is probably, at the moment, it's scheduled to arrive end of July, all being well. But if there's at the moment there's congestion delays at the factory in China, if there's congestion delays also at the port in Long Beach, then it's going to fall into August. So yeah, I know we don't have a huge amount of stock right now, only about maybe 15 teddies, but yeah, more coming, but you just have to be patient. In the EU, it'll take even longer to get here. It takes almost 3 months now to arrive. So what used to be 7 or 8 weeks now, because it doesn't come through it doesn't come through Egypt now. It doesn't come through the Suez Canal. It goes all the way below Africa. So it takes a lot longer. So that's one of the reasons why we've been out of stock for so long, particularly in the UK. So the next shipment into Europe will probably be here September, and then maybe end of September in the UK. Now I am planning on bringing a lot more stock in, not on this shipment, on the next shipment, because it takes quite a long time to adjust the schedule. And now currently out in production, I've got quite a lot of stock coming. So this won't be ready until probably August, and this stock will then, if it's ready in August, probably 2 months to get into the US and 3 or 4 months to get into EU and the UK. So you're looking at the new year. But a lot of stock will be coming at the end of the year though. So let me tell you, I've already shown quite a lot of this, but let me show you again. So the new stuff that's coming in, that's pending to leave, once again, end of July for the US, probably September for the EU. So I've got a new Labradoodle. So this is, Labradoodle's a very good seller, but I didn't really like the fabric, so I'm making a softer fabric. He should be a really good one. I've also got the matching Lovey as well. Come back to the Loveys later, but yeah, lots of Loveys coming. I've got a new polar bear, really nice fabric, and this should do well for Christmas. You know, people like snowy animals. And I've got a new tan bear. And this is, I expect he will sell better. And if he sells better than the current brown bear, he will replace the brown bear. And I really think he'll do better. Also a matching Lovey, brown bear Lovey. Other new Loveys I've got is I've got a Lovey Sloth, Lovey Cow. Now people in Europe haven't had the new cow yet, but the new cow is coming. And it's doing very, very well in the US. And of course a Duck Lovey as well. Duck has become a sleeper hit, become one of our top 5 sellers. Problem is, now I'm out of stock of it. I won't have stock of it now until the next shipment. But these are just growing pains we've had. We've had to get a new factory because the last factory we had suddenly increased their minimums from 1,000 to 5,000. I can't do 5,000. I can on the Highland cow, but that's about it. So we've had problems getting new factories. It does take a long time, and that's caused a ripple effect. So this happened a few months ago. That means there's ruins the pipeline of your production. So everything's delayed, but I'm hoping by the end of the year everything will be good again. New stock that's coming, I've only got one new item to show, that's a turtle. I've also got a new horse as well I'm making, and I'll put a picture of that up after this video. But I've got a nice turtle, that's the only green item we have, so you know, it's always good to have like a colour of everything. So I was going to do a dinosaur or a turtle. I made a dinosaur, it wasn't that great, and I thought, you know what, we'd made this turtle before, but this is the fluffy version. So back to the turtle, and like I said, I've got a new horse. Again, nice fluffy, I'll put a picture up. And I'm also working on a new rabbit. So for the classic collection, I've made a new rabbit, but it's very fluffy and much better fabric, and a slightly better colour as well, a lighter grey. And I've also made a rose pink rabbit, which you may think, you've got a pink rabbit, what's the difference? It's a slightly different shade and it just looks a lot more vintage, and I think that'll do really well. Coming back to the loveys, now I've just posted a video of unpicking them to embroider, because you don't really want to embroider on the back, because this is very nice. And if you embroider on the back, stitching sees through, it kind of ruins the product. I know some people do it, but your customers will much prefer it if you can open the seam up here, put an embroidery frame in, and stitch through it, and then hand stitch it up. Now some people say, come here Gracie. Gracie, what have you got to say? Gracie wants to be in the video, you can tell her. What do you like? She's not at nursery today. Do you like the duck?
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna be quiet while Daddy makes this video? Or are you gonna keep talking? You cheeky Chester. So some people say, oh, that takes too long to open up and embroider. Well, that's okay. You don't need to do it. This is only for some people that have had the time. Actually, one of our best customers who does about 50 of these a day, and she unpicks them all, embroiders through it, embroiders on the inside. It's all nice and clean, and she hires someone to do the stitching and unpicking. So, it works for some people. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. Some other people have said, oh, if you open it up, it invalidates it. I wouldn't worry about that, because it varies from different countries. But you can just self-certify the product, and it will be fine. And you do that when you're embroidering anyway. And as long as you embroider it back, as long as you stitch it back up to how it was, our safety certificate is still valid, so it doesn't invalidate anything. And if anyone says, yeah, it does, blah, 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 just ignore them. You'd be absolutely fine. So, yeah, thank you for bearing with us while we're going through these growing pains. We've had an amazing start to the year, but the only problem we've had... Where are you going? You want to come here? You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye to everyone?
Goodbye, everyone.
Not quite yet, not yet. We're at growing pains, and we're going to get through it. Hopefully by when the shipment comes in the new year for January, hopefully you'll see loads of stock, everything's in, and a continuous resupplement of products. And I'm not going to be out for 3 months. So so you want to say goodbye now?
Goodbye. Have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day. Thank you.